We're here with another edition of Road to the Platform. Another secondary question that has been coming in is, why is my all-season prep look so much different than my meet prep? And really, the honest answer is it's two completely different goals. And really, your off-season should look nothing like your contest prep. With that being said, you should be doing the same movements, but the volume is probably going to be a lot different. And, just the rep scheme is going to be completely different. I've done the last few off seasons. I've done two different setups. One very similar to what I'm doing now. Just a few weeks of 5x5, 4x4, just more volume, low RPE, sevens, 8 at most, and just working on all my weak points. And that's really what off season is about, is focusing on weak points. Right now I'm really trying to slam my hamstrings because that's really what's weak, in my upper back. So if you notice that in my training that, everything is centered around that right now. My other off-season prep that Brian Carroll developed it's like a 3-in-1 day. He calls it a combo day, which I was doing my squat, my bench, and my deadlift, all three on the same day, 1 day a week, and then the other 2 days with auxiliary days, one for my bench and one for my squat and deadlift. It really worked fantastic. It's what I did going into my last meet with my biggest PR total, and then a week later I hit a big PR bench for me, which was huge for the simple fact that if you followed this channel at all, you know that I've completely tore my pec tendon off the bone and had to have it reattached, and so it was a long time coming. But that 3-in-1 combo day worked out fantastic. We started in the 5s and kind of worked our way down. And I don't want to give away the whole program. But we never went really high in RPE, but we developed a lot of volume and conditioning, really focused a lot on grip work and things like that on the secondary day. And then, a lot of chest and triceps on the auxiliary bench day, a lot of pull-ups, goblets, things like that on the secondary squat day. But as far as conditioning, it had me, in great shape when I started my meet prep, so I could focus on dialing in exact form on heavy singles and doubles until, I hit the meet. And I went 8 for 9 in the meet. I only lost the lift because of a butt movement, so I retook a second attempt on the bench. And had plenty of energy to go at the end of the day. Another person, one of my training partners, did the same exact all season as I did. We had very similar meet preps, and he went 9 for 9 on the day, still with plenty of energy left to go. So there's a lot to be said for that all season 3-in-1 combo day. I may end up running another small set of that again. But right now, my primary focus is rebuilding my raw bench. So I've put a lot of focus into that. I plan on doing the WPC Worlds in the bench equipped. But my raw bench is like so far behind that this pec tear is, going to hold back my equipment. So that's the plan. So anyway, off season versus meet prep should look completely different. You probably should have a lot more volume in your off season. Your RPE percentages should be much lower. You're really focusing on building weak points. Your off season is where you get stronger. Your meet prep is where you're going to dial it all in and become ready for the meet to peak your levels. If you cannot be your strongest year round, it's just not realistic. It's not going to happen. It's going to lead to a lot of injuries. So that's the difference between off-season and meet prep. Thanks for joining. If you've got any questions, shoot them over. I'll do my best to answer them.